try and experiment. I'm going to put in a little bit of a cover crop, and I'm not going to plow it up. I'm just going to throw it down over top of the grass. What I have is a bunch of old seeds. Just crap seeds. We had some junk seeds we bought from the Dollar General. Zinnias and marigolds. I got seeds we've saved over the years. Some heirloom corn. I got Indian corn that I'd saved seeds for. I got a bunch of sunflowers that I saved from last year. Got some kale and some mustards that I've saved seeds for over the years. I got some basil, a bunch of flowers, some pumpkins and other gourds. And I'm just going to take these down there where I just mowed where the potato patch is going to go next year. And all I did was mowed it and left the grass laying. When I mowed it, the grass was probably 3.5 feet tall. That's the first time it was mowed all year. Actually, it wasn't mowed last year either. And I mowed it as high as my mower would mow. I'm going to take these down there and just throw them out and see what's going to happen. Actually, before we get down there, I'm going to show you this bucket. These seeds here, I got some of these, like 3 or 4 boxes of these, and 2 or 3 boxes of these. It came from the dollar store for $1.50. It says it covers 25 square feet. I don't even know if they'll grow, but it doesn't really matter if they do or not, really. But they have a lot of, those seeds there have a lot of vermiculite in them, which is good. It helps hold moisture. I'm not going to water these or nothing. I'm just going to take them down there and just throw them out. Just going to grab a handful like that and just toss it around. That's all I'm going to do. Hopefully something will germinate. I'm sure a fair many of the flowers will. I don't know if the beans or anything like that will. I got a bunch of peas and beans in there too. Some of the beans, actually the only beans I have is some black beans that I bought. I bought these at our local co-op. Just black beans. I bought a pound of them. I put about half of them in this, and then some bird egg beans that I had bought last year at the farmer's market. I did a germination test on those earlier in the winter, and none of those come out. But if any of them sprouts, that's fine. If not, it doesn't matter at all. If nothing else, the birds will eat them. So I'm gonna take these down there and scatter them. Right now it's Sunday, late afternoon. Not sure what time it is. We already ate earlier. We ate pretty early today. Had some leftover rabbit from the other night. It's pretty good, thanks to Savage Mountain Farms. They're pretty good rabbits. Pretty tasty indeed. Delicious. So anyways, you all been down through here before. This here's the bed where all the new fruit trees are. I just put out this spring. And then now I'm going to, what I got mowed down here behind me here is what's going to be next year's potatoes. I'm just going to take this bucket and just walk through there and just start scattering them. I got the, let me turn you around and show you a little bit more of what I got going on. Alright, so I just mowed it earlier. I don't know how good you can see all that. I just left the grass below. I'm not going to rake it up. I'm not going to till it or nothing else. This grass just lays everywhere. So it's going to be mulch more or less. I'm just going to take them seeds and sprinkle them all throughout here. From that pile of wood all the way up to about right here somewhere. Probably up to about right here. As you can see, the line where I was mowing and where I just mowed. I'm not sure how wide that is. Probably 30 feet, 40 feet. So I'm going to put probably at least three beds of potatoes in there. Probably 4 foot wide. Between 4 and 5 foot wide. And 75 to 80 foot long is what my plan is anyhow. And each 4 foot row will have 2, and if it's a 5 foot row, I'll put 3 rows in those beds. So what I'm going to do is, right now I'm going to throw them seeds out, and this fall I'm going to take that pile of sod right there. I've been throwing my grass clippings on it so they rot down. And there's a bunch of other weeds and whatnot growing in here, but that's fine too. That sod where I peeled off this spring from where the raspberries are going to end up at. So that's going to go down here to form the beds, and I'm going to take a broad fork and fork them in. So that's what this is going to be this fall. And then next year, hopefully, there's going to be some nice potatoes growing up. But so they're in. I ran out, didn't have quite enough seeds in the bucket. Well, I had more than enough seeds. I just put it in too heavy in spots. The last little bit down on that end ain't got very many seeds in, but, which is fine. I'm not sure anything's going to germinate anyways. We'll find out. I'm just going to go through and kind of kick the grass clippings around where I see seeds on top. I'm going to try to kind of hide them a little bit so the birds don't eat them right away and they may get a chance to germinate. But we'll see. Hopefully we'll get something out of it. If we do find, I mean, it's not a big deal if we don't get anything out of it. It really doesn't matter much if we don't. Hopefully we do, but we'll know in a few weeks if we do or not. I'm sure some of the sunflowers and some of the other flowers will germinate. I'm not sure about a lot of the other stuff. Some of the brassicas probably will, the mustards and kales, I dare to say some of those will germinate for sure. The corns and beans I doubt will, but they might. Not that we're going to get a harvest out of any of that stuff. It's way too late for. They ain't got enough growing time left to get anything out of them. But it's a good soil builder, so that's the main thing. Try to help build the soil a little bit. This soil was grazed for years. When I first bought the property where I live on now, a farmer close by here, he had cattle on this field for a good many years. The last bunch of years, some developer bought it and tried to sell lots out of this. Well, I don't know, it's like a 7-acre field, maybe something total. I don't even know if it's quite that much, probably 7 acres. And he sold lots off, 3/4 acre lots, and I bought one of the 3/4 acre lots, but I bought it off the second owner from the developer. There's no restrictions on it. It's just there's no restrictions that I know of on it, anyways. But it was just they tried to make a housing development down here, but they couldn't because people where I live on that side of the road already owned their property, and then this side they wanted to make a development out of it, and it didn't work for them. They found out that most people on that side of the road didn't give a crap about their stupid ways of wanting to tell you what to do and how to do it. So that's where that is. Anyhow, so the last bunch of years it's just been mowed. It's just been an empty lot that's mowed. And I ain't mowed it. I mowed just right around our garden, and then I don't know when it was, last week or week before, I mowed that little area, and today when I mowed that down below. So I'm not going to mow that anymore this year until fall for sure. I'll probably spread that soil like I said earlier and broad fork it, form beds out of it. That's about as far as I'm going to do with it. So that's going to end this one. I want to keep this up. I'm going to in a couple of weeks I'll get back to this and show y'all how things did or didn't do. I'm kind of curious too how they're going to do. I'm sure the potatoes grew fine down there, but I like to break the soil up a little bit more than what it already is. It's pretty hard and compacted. It's not the best soil in the world, so I may even have to run a tiller and till that down there to get it loosened up. It's pretty hard. I put potatoes in there, and it actually seemed to be doing all right, but I grew in it last year and then broad forked it in the fall and then broad forked it again this spring. I don't really have that kind of time for down below, so I don't know for sure what I'll end up doing, but I'll let you know. Anyhow, I'm going to wrap this one up for now. I'm going to do another video here quick to come out one other day this week. So until we meet again, take care and God bless.